and we're gonna play Final Fantasy 16. But first of all, but like any tradition, we're just gonna be talking before we start playing. So how you been, Jay?
So good. If you hear some in the background, it's gonna be the dog.
Oh, no, I can't hear you.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Let me try mute you on Discord and then mute you on here. Okay. Jay. Okay, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, can you talk, Jay?
Well, I'm talking now. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't
I
know
feel
what's
like a
going on.
Geico commercial.
Again, I think it's mostly because like Jay's like holding Discord just got she doesn't know how to do like noise cancellation, so like the backlogs happen.
Yeah, if you hear anything on my side, it's probably the dog.
Okay. Um. So how was your day, Jay? Well, I can tell you my day. Basically, I'm trying to get some stuff ready for Pride Month, which is going along very nicely, I have to say.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. As for like, I would give you a hint. It's mostly adoptions and also a Prime Month sale, like only 5% off, and also some adoption for dragons. So like, better keep on that. That'd be on my Ko-fi.
Oh,
Only
that's pretty
like
cool.
5 months. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's just gonna be like for when Prime Month officially starts. It's not. It's not for Prime Month now. Sorry, my Discord just went crazy.
Fine.
Okay, yeah. As for me, I finished a lot of books the last couple. I finished a book yesterday called The Children of Blood and Bone. Really good. There's a heavy subject matter like war and racism and police brutality, but it's a really good read if you can stomach that. Basically, how I could describe it is um Avatar but for dogs, and not and actually good, unlike the Netflix version.
Seen the Netflix version of Avatar.
I have not. Maybe we watch it as like a form of punishment for gluten because I think it'd be funny if we did that.
Gluten.
To be fair, we bully each other all the time.
Me too.
Also, I did like a post of other games. I'm playing Big Cat Big City. I downloaded the another Class Treasure, but I haven't played that yet. Maybe I'll do a blind stream of it. But like, I do want to go back. I told Jadis, I mean Lucas, off stream, but I can say here, I do want to get back into like one of the streams you were doing, like Digimon Survivors or Delta Wounds, but like finish it because what happened during that time, my Switch was broken, so I had to get it out repaired. So in the meantime, I did a whole bunch of different streams. But now since my Switch is back, I can redo. I can kind of just redo.
Makes sense.
But I'll probably put out like a Patreon post to like see who wants to because other than that, I also want to play a different game. So we're gonna be going back to Nintendo Switch. So that's to be one of my.
Gotcha. We also had to watch or play a Kirby game
Oh yeah.
because we did.
Well, that I need money for. So if you guys
Fair
want
enough.
to give me money, please. I'm just kidding. Don't feel pressured. If you want to pay me, I literally have commissions open. So yeah, not big. I won't be bacon. I'll be like, I guess advertisement is that's the better tone. Like, look at my stuff and see if you like it. IDK book. I am not good at selling. I don't think I'm that good at advertising my stuff.
I mean, much better than I am. I have literally just Discord when it comes down to this stuff.
Well, also you have a fan fiction. Oh, can I say it? Can I talk about your fan fiction? No.
I'll stay off of that.
What?
The railroad has sort of been kicking my butt, so it takes so much time to do anything. I mean, I go back and forth between the job and then the actual.
Oh, you should do what
I
I
have an
do.
actual life out of that.
Oh wait, you should do what I do. Okay. I was gonna say you could just like oh my phone. I was gonna say you could just do you have a cell phone you could take for break and everything?
I do.
Okay, so you could just like get like a Google map, Google Docs, and just type a couple of sentences on break. That's what I did. How you think I woke my dust while I was at work? I did it when I was at break. Just like
I
minding
sort
my
of
business
wish,
on the phone.
but I technically don't have any breaks.
What?
It's sort of like completely live the entire time.
Oh damn.
So, yeah. My so-called breaks are there a lapse in time when nobody has anything to do for me.
I'm gonna be like losing here and say this. Please get another job.
I mean, if
Okay.
I find one that has as good benefits and better pay.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
again, I get a really good retirement.
okay, that is fair, but still, we worry about your health because to get retirement, you need to actually, live.
Oh, I hear ya. This is why I'm really dedicated when I have free time to sleep. If it's not actual public, but family, friends, all that other fun stuff, and shopping and housework and etc. etc.
That's fair. Um, hopefully you can get some motivation. And maybe we should do that whole sprint thing. Um, for those who don't know, it's like a Discord bot where you compete with one another to write as much words as possible. It's kind of like and I'm gonna butcher this. No Racking, don't like November. Good, Jay knows what I'm talking about. But
Yes, yes, I do.
yeah, why does it have such a complicated name? But yeah, basically during that month, you got a whole month to just write as many words as possible, like a novel like length, and um, you don't have to worry about like, spelling or anything. Just like finish the whole dang thing. I did participate last year. I'm probably gonna do it again, but that's original work, and I'm gonna be honest. I did check it out. That won't be published unless on Patreon or like Discord with close friends because like I did find out like Wattpad you can't just post that and then publish it, go to a publishing house or anything to get it published. Like we do it. That's my that was my original plan, like to post it on Wattpad, get an audience, and then we work it for more general after I get feedback. But apparently, no, you can't do that because for my whole Wattpad, once you post that, Wattpad has the rights to it. So like,
I mean, it also depends on what platform you post it on too. Because I
yeah.
remember that AI scrubber who basically just copies and pastes.
Oh yeah. But like Wattpad also did that. Also have that kind of part, but kind of like everywhere unless you have like a website that's specifically designed to protect yourself with that.
Fair enough.
Anyhow, we have enough, so now we can go and play.
Yay.
When did I get 55 followers? I just noticed that while I'm looking at Twitch. What the hell?
Surprisingly, they like us. Or your gameplay. One of the two.
That's 55 people with no taste. I better be careful about my negativity because Jade and Gluto will be on my ass in 24 hours. So with that shit.
Alright. Straight home now.
I'll never get over that you've got a puppy as one of your fellow team members. Well, technically not puppy, but you know.
Very big dog.
Exactly. He deserves all the pets. Look at that puppy.
We play Fetch with dog.
Faster!
I mean, that makes it worthwhile.
Thanks, Gal.
Oh, for God's sake, who is fighting me?
Fight another day.
Let's go.
Also, I forgot what this quest was, so.
This might take a while.
What
I forgot what quest I was on. I forgot to dodge that.
Come on.
Also, I should say, maybe Gluto would join us a little bit later. I forgot to say that. Whoops. But, like, that's after, like, 10. Which is 9 in Jay's time.
Yes, around 9 is when I have to leave. So we're gonna be past the
Alright.
time.
Let's get this over with.
So, yeah, when I'm switching over, I'm probably gonna do a little fake.
No.
Faster!
Why does everybody want to pick a fight with me?
Come on.
Another question, what did you do?
I just... okay, I can't tell. No, I'll just get this.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
See.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Bog. But... this is no time to ride.
Sort of have to ask when is then.
Run like the wind.
Company.
All right. Nice try.
We're gonna take a shortcut.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
Oh yeah, we were trying to get money to buy off the spells today.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him.
Helpful.
How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Okay, now we go on to the next quest. I always like to get these side quests off first before we go to like the main story, because like I know like one side quest is to determine whether or not so much spoilers, but I did heard one of the side quests is to determine jail we're going to later, so I'm going to do that before we do any more major side quests as soon as we can.
I want to know right
Sounds
away.
good to me.
Bad news.
You don't mind it
Good,
because you
actually.
like side quests.
Something worth celebrating for a change.
I know, side quests are
Only trouble
amazing.
is the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with. What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking? I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. And most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats. So I've heard. Oh. So you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of
He
course.
sounds like an alcoholic.
Sounds simple enough. So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something. I'll be right back.
Has this wine turned? Or is it my stomach?
Tastes better if you don't look up. Who needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go?
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Bugger me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sambrek.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. They'd Saraflan one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah.
Please, a piece of fruit. Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Bockland clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from San Brec, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Bockland isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it. Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ruckert.
You'll buy something, won't you?
After a hard day's work and nothing, it's like a cold drink.
Raised the price.
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
I can't blame him.
I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Oh, they the princess. I've been waiting to play this game. I think it's pretty good.
Friends. They'll be along soon.
Like,
fantastic news.
If you can
Thank
stop
you,
with like
Craig.
all the dark games and
While
everything,
since we all sat
yeah,
down together.
because this
The way I see
game
it,
does deserve
that
its
wine
rated
is as
M.
much theirs as it is my own. How so? Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Bockland. Lose any one of them, and the
Oh
market
yeah,
would
I like
soon
Final
fall
Fantasy
apart.
ever since I played like
And without the
9.
market, I wouldn't have a single customer.
I
I'd say that's worth a
really
bottle of
hope it's
66,
that
wouldn't
show.
you? And more besides.
Maybe the 6?
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on.
Actually, I
Be
know,
they world-weary
I know
innkeepers,
R6. I
including
I
swordsmen.
never played it because it didn't get
I'd
like
better prepare for my guest's arrival.
because it didn't get
I
like.
hear you had me carrying
I
a
didn't know
bottle of
if it
Gotan
existed back then.
66. If
I
I'd
would
have
say
known,
if you
I would have
enjoy
sold the
6, you would
thing and
never
lived
enjoy
like a lord.
16 because it does
I'll settle
stuff
for
with
a
like
cup, though,
it does have
doing
the
a
same
shame.
dark themes, but
A Gotan 60
Much smaller?
bloody 6.
and also
Just as
like
well I had something
a
special
lot
of my
more
own
twists
set
on,
aside.
but more focus on
Water
characters.
between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
The 6 doesn't really have like in the encounter have all the characters have their personalities and everything. 16 has a smaller cast.
The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay. Never a true word
Okay, so
spoken.
you definitely will enjoy this base. I highly recommend it. The combat is great, the story is really good, and world building is nice. And I do like the characters. Clive is kind of like a kind of foil to most Final Fantasy protagonists. He started off like an anti-hero, but then slowly becomes like a good guy. And plus, unlike most, he actually becomes more like a dog.
He's a lot more personable than I expected.
Yeah, I would say he's more realistic, especially with everything going on. His film is more realistic, if that makes sense. Though, not to say anything bad about the other Final Fantasy protagonist
Do you have
games,
any
they
fresh
all
water?
have their strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, I like 15, but people like to compare 15 to this game, and I'm like, no, because I'm gonna be honest, 15 was not completed when it came out. And this is somebody who actually enjoys playing like 15. Like, they had, and they were going to fix like the story and everything, but like, they canceled it for some reason. I forgot what it is. Let's see here. We go here. Yeah. Well, it's not only just because like the updates in 15, they were still gonna plan that until they cancel it. And now they have like this whole novel that was supposed to be like the true story that's out. Which I haven't read, but it's in my wish list. So, I'll tell people what I thought about the book and true story of 15.
You know what you have to do.
It was called 15 The Way to Dawn, I think.
I fear that I must
And I
bid
thought
you
it's good.
farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you. As I trusted
Same.
your predecessor.
Square Enix makes a really good RPG games. I love Final Fantasy and I love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is probably my favorite series.
Revenge really the answer? It is the one I found. And it is all that I have lived for since that day. But what of Lostwing?
And I gotta play The World Ends With You
I
too.
built Lostwing to achieve this
I
aim.
got stuck, so I had
Once
to
it is
redo
done,
it.
the village will have served its purpose.
So I
My
am thinking
comrades
about the
and I are
remake
sure
by
of our
whole mixed
cause, and we
reviews.
shall
Some
fight
say
to the
it's
last,
good, some say it's
come what
bad.
may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children. The elderly.
Xenoblade? Oh
Bearers
yeah,
afflicted by the curse.
tell the truth, I do
I
have.
would place Lostwing in their hands.
I do have that.
if
I
I
haven't
thought it
really
would do them any
completed it yet.
good. But
Xenoblade
a
Chronicles
village home
2.
only to the frail and the infirm is
Maybe
not
I'll
likely to
redo
stay
it.
a safe haven
But I
for
do
long.
want to. But I did. But I do
And
know what
so,
happened
Clive, I
in the
find
first
myself
one, and I
turning to you
am
once more.
eyeing the dope
Will you
game.
take them to your hideaway, that they might live, even
Oh,
should Lostwing die?
Why did I say Xenoblade? I think it's because it has to say like Xeno. But no, I never heard of
that I did not see to the well-being of
Xenogears.
those who
What's
rallied
that
to my
about?
cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike. Understood. I'll make sure they get
Oh, it's for PS3?
Then the last of my
Oh, it's in-
preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive.
I forgot what they were talking
And
about.
may Griga guide us. All of us.
Did plan to leave because of what happened.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
I'm sorry, main character's brother, but right now, every time you say the name of that place, I'm just gonna be thinking the alcohol.
What?
said we're waiting in Gotan's place, and I was just like, all I'm thinking is we just had to tell people where there was alcohol.
Faster!
Hold on. Let me just finish this part and I'll look at you and look at the response basis. Die. Basically it's about a World War, a bigger army used mechs called gears to fight. Huh. Is it like a strategy game or just an RPG game? Because Square kind of branch out, especially with like Tomb Raider and everything. Oh, wait.
Thanks, Cal.
And what I mean by that is kind of like Fire Emblem with like the strategy part.
Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Thank. It's like with a unique system. I'll check it out.
They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message
I have
to
a whole...
they're all gonna fucking die.
But that's true.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't
This
worry
is
about us. You've got to catch
like
up with him.
the god of
We can't let
magic.
Quinton die before that
Maybe Kuja,
bastard
because Kuja blew up the planet.
I'll do what I can.
I mean...
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
I haven't really
Promise us,
known
Sid.
the full power scale of
Promise
Final
us you'll
Fantasy
do what you
16
can.
villain yet. It's Ultima for what it looks like. Although I would say some of like the battles, the battle scenes here might give Kuga around for the money, especially with the summon battles, because those scenes are awesome. We literally fought Belmont in space. And it was awesome to like generate the
I can
fun.
walk from here.
Yeah, it's also because Kefka was also kind of this fun. For when his evil presence was felt throughout, I say it's more like in the latter half when his game I would say in the fourth half. Oh wait, I did the opposite direction. Oh yeah. I remember that scene. Didn't he like poison a whole village? When some of his soldiers were attacked, and he just like did not care.
Kefka did a lot.
He did a lot.
I mean, his insanity was pretty much very detailed.
His
He's a bad
appearance
guy
was
you will
only...
never feel bad for.
Oh, yeah.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Oh, yeah. And then there was also, like, that whole theme. Oh, okay, we gotta fight this dragon. What?
Nice try.
Oh. Okay, let me see what I missed. Oh, yeah. There was a... I think it also was also before that Eva had the poison in that whole village was... There was also a couple of soldiers that was captured that was from the Empire, and Kefka could have I think Kefka either possibly killed them or did kill them, and he just did not care.
Go with the answer that he probably did kill them.
Yeah.
Because he did that a lot.
It's also fun because, like, in universe, people underestimate Kefka. They were more focused on the Empire. So when Kefka did that whole portrayal of the Empire thing, it... I wouldn't say it came out left field, but was like, it makes sense why the characters did not see that coming.
I don't know. You sort of saw it coming because he was insane.
Well, the Empire was not good.
Ready,
by any means.
No.
Fly, Ambrose.
And he did.
I mean, they produced Kefka.
Well, it's not only they just produced Kefka, they encouraged his bad behavior and then they reprimand him for when he did, like, terrible shit.
Straight home now.
Oh, I know. They literally made him.
Too slow.
Like, all the experiments and all that fun stuff, that made him the crazy guy that he was. So accidentally became a god.
He had to go look at the chat and everything. See you, Basil. It's fun talking to you.
Nice try. Come on. Run like the wind.
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question.
Also,
all
big
the
thank
way
you for the
here,
photo. Why didn't they alarm me?
and they died. For nothing.
I have to check out Twitch after the stream because it's not alarming me for anything.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin.
Oh, Pintiatus does follow me. Thank you.
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down. If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
What the heck happened?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool!
Shit, I can't really blame him because, like, what if people in there? He just lost a whole bunch of other people.
Then we finish this quickly.
Alright, at this point in time, I gotta go. Work calls me.
Okay, see you later, Jade. I send you the YouTube video when I'm done.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey. Having this side quest, I'm also gonna just take a break and wait to see if Lucy comes. It just destroys everything and feels like a clean sweep.
Nice try. Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here! I need to get back to Quentin. Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you?
Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even.
Okay, got that,
What's
dude.
to stop us?
Well, to be
That's
fair,
the Master
they did
Quinton
lost
we
everything.
know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
People around. Anyhow, we're gonna take a little break, get a drink of water and everything. Probably come back in 15 minutes. Let me just save. Yep. We I'm back. Oh, I'm back. So, Luke can't join us, so it's just gonna be me. So, I'm gonna continue with the side quests until, well, basically until I'm done, until we get to the main quest. Yeah.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Nope.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear 'em out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even the bandits.
That's just fast travel.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place, or face the consequences. That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
That's a finisher. I said it was called two. Then it was called Two Scoople. Like what?
Any
That's
more
like
surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh, yeah.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's
there's going to be a lot harder.
Or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide
Especially
it.
because we got rid of almost all the leaders besides
No,
the
thank
land.
you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Okay,
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye. All their fancy silk stained.
It's a cloud, probably the only culture, but successful ability to seek communicate. He's now whom I, and it's now whom I would talk to. You must, and such a, you the most essential load as was to present me with a topmost wisdom and yesterday. I feel I am rudely unable to perform to this decisive value expectation, namely due to the marked lack of materials upon my to which I am but a man suffered not most while I maintain the finest aptitude to attend to weakness man, to attend of the bandits in the back alley. I suddenly please I please you, my lord, protect me and see to me more words to explain my predicaments in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
I'd say we were in for a storm. We'll see these letters to the mainland as soon as Oberlus...
Oh, hi, Wilford. Oh, yeah, I'm having fun. How you doing?
Have you heard the latest from
Sleepy?
Twinside?
Understandable.
Never trust an owl bearing good news, I say.
My lord Marquis, is that you? It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of
Well, they work in
We met once before.
yeah.
Yes, my
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
A
That's
thousand
fair.
apologies, my lord.
Have a good night.
I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
Hopefully you have a good
I am
birthday.
here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And
You
what
too.
I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Just go off. Oops. Okay, let's go to the wall, man. I haven't seen you in so many years, but in the middle, we trying to push him down.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. So if someone here's seen something.
They've left us with, especially with a hard time putting it this way.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapping bunch. Perhaps.
Let's go.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Yeah, I need to see like soldiers.
He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Hold on. Hold on for 1 sec. Back.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north.
Basically, if you're not the rich and powerful who will walk away, the army sits one in a muck.
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail. There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
I'm gonna talk to the guy, not jump on him.
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
Then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
But that happened. Glad to see, well, not glad to see, but like, kind of weird consequence of overjoying the leading empires and everything going to shit.
The moon.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
The stream requested, so I might as well just end it here and do it sometime this week, just because I don't want the dogs and everything. First, let me update my gear. But thank you all for coming. I'm probably gonna be streaming Final Fantasy sometime on Thursday or Friday, hopefully with friends and everything. And here are my links. And since there's more than 2 you guys are such chatters, we're gonna be waiting Discord, Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube. Let's see who would be rating. I prefer like people who are doing games. Let's see here. Oh, Nova. Oh, Noah is doing some Fortnite. Let's see. What should be our message? Okay. Okay. Here's the Discord message. Tell the devil that the fire dragon sent ya. That'll be our Discord message. Post that link. And yeah. I'll see you all next time. Hold on.